That Dude with Sunglasses here, and welcome to the new Kickabout podcast with me, That Dude with Sunglasses, and my friend Josh. How are you doing, Josh?
What is up? I am doing good.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, so this is just a pilot episode, and we're going to be testing out some formats. Yay! So, in this episode, we'll be talking about all the football that went on over the Premier League weekend, the Bristol City and Man City game that's going on now, transfers, all of that stuff, and just some typical Arsenal Spurs fans banter, you know.
Yeah, did we? I'm the guy that supports the good team. He supports the terrible team. So
Yeah. The terrible team that's getting a Bamiyang in the Carabao Cup semi-final. Dabs.
Okay, never say that in real life ever again.
In real life, okay.
Typical.
I wasn't really planning to be honest. I'm not sure who I would have said that to, exactly.
Typical Arsenal fans, am I right?
Yes, okay. And speaking of typical Arsenal fans, I say that in what's it called?
Quotations.
Yeah, quotations. Yeah. Okay, let's talk about some of the results. Okay, Arsenal won 4-1 and scored 4 goals in 22 minutes. And,
yeah, but that was against
we blew Crystal Palace away with a goal from Monreal, Iwobi, who was the other one, Koscielny and Lacazette. Banter. But Milivojevic also scored a really good goal. And stopped Czech from getting his 200th clean sheet of the season.
You lost the second half, so you know.
Oh yeah, my heart.
You lost the second half. I know.
Yeah, I'm weeping.
You lost against Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
Can't get much worse than that, can you?
Well, yeah, we lost in the second half. Yeah. Oh, my heart. Do you know what though? That game showed that we have a brilliant attack, and with Aubameyang and Mkhytarian coming in, it's going to be awesome and even better, and we won't have any problem with our attack. But the problem is our defence, and we need to in the summer, if Wenger's going to stay, or even if he goes, we need to get more defenders in. We need a centre defensive midfielder, a centre back, and we'll need a new goalkeeper as well. Let's get like Han Oblak from Atletico Madrid. Let's get a good goalkeeper like that, quality, mate.
Yeah, or you're not going to get anyone quality because you've not got Champions League football to offer like many other clubs that want to go for those big signings.
What if we win the Europa League?
I'm talking about right now. If you
now? Oh yeah, well Mkhytarian's coming, Aubameyang's joining, so it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, but Aubameyang would be playing Europa League anyway.
To be fair, not Mkhytarian, Aubameyang can't even play Europa League, I don't think.
Yeah, I know.
I was saying this to my dad yesterday. I think it's a bit like, so Sanchez can play even though he's played in Europa League, and Mkhytarian can play even though he's played in the Championship. But because Aubameyang is going into the Europa League from the Champions League, he won't be able to play for another team in the Europa League.
Yeah, that is really weird.
It's weird, but I could kind of see it because if they sold him, then that he could become a threat to stopping Dortmund from winning in the future. That might be a problem. If Aubameyang joins, which he will.
They could stop them winning in the future.
Yeah, what if we end up playing them and then we score like a last-minute goal or something? And it was Aubameyang and Mkhytarian, Dortmund, ex-Dortmund guys.
Yeah, except he's not going to be scoring any goals against them until next season.
Yeah, at least. Yeah, and they have to be in the Champions League for that. Dortmund will get into the Champions League, but
yeah, because of just how easy the German league is.
Yeah, exactly.
Hang on, wait.
We could talk about that later. Has anything happened with the Man City game?
No, still 0-0. 26 minutes in.
Okay.
Pretty boring stuff right now.
Yeah, if it was still 0-0, then Bristol City would have gone through, but 1-1. Sorry, Bristol City would have gone through, but
okay, no, can we just bring our attention to the Bundesliga official table right now?
Alright, we'll do that, yeah.
In first place, it's FC Bayern München with 47 points. And then it's a second place tie from second to fifth, all on 31 points. Sixth and seventh are Borussia Dortmund and Frankfurt, both on 30 points.
Sixth and seventh?
Yeah, Dortmund's sixth.
Okay.
But there's like 4 teams who are all on 31 points. It's just goal difference that's keeping them. So if you look at the league, then it just shows you how unfair it is in Bayern's favour.
Yeah, it's such a crap league, to be honest.
16-point
Yeah,
difference.
I said this to you earlier. I looked at some of the Bundesliga winners from before, and like even only 10, 15 years ago, teams that had actually won the Bundesliga, are now in like Bundesliga 2 and all of that. It's like basically it was like what Leicester did, except it was kind of common. Like
It was pretty much guaranteed every single season.
what Man City did. When Man City first won the league, it wasn't like Leicester because they spent a shit ton of money, but Leicester hadn't. They literally just escaped relegation, so But that's what teams did when they won the Bundesliga, and now 16-point difference in a league which has 4 less games than the Premier League. And they've only got 31 points. The second is
if you
really
put that in
ridiculous.
comparison, the French league is only 8-point difference between first and second, with PSG obviously on 56, and then
PSG will win it again.
And then Lyon at second with 48, so about an 8-point difference, and then La Liga is 11 points difference between Atletico Madrid and Barcelona.
Did Atletico lose this weekend? Because they were only 8 points behind before. They must have lost.
I don't know what the fixtures list is, so let me just get that up.
I wouldn't say that La Liga is a pub league, because there is actually a lot of competition most of the time. This is like the first year in ages that one of them has been miles ahead of the other.
But it is usually just like two teams.
Yeah.
It was always Madrid and thingy.
I think Atletico won it like 4 years ago or something, but...
Did you know it's actually a 19-point difference between 4th place and 1st place, Real Madrid and Barcelona?
Yeah, Real Madrid aren't winning it.
Obviously, at this stage, they have got 1 less game, but still.
Yeah. Super Cup in Spain. I remember watching the Super Cup when I went to Spain in August. Yeah, August. Yeah. I was just thinking about the months then.
Really, you needed.
And it looked like Barcelona, they got their only goal from a dive. And it looked like Barcelona were the team that were going to be crap this year. I was saying to my dad and all of that. And even my brother, who, he doesn't like it, Real Madrid a lot. Yeah. He was like, we were all just like, Barcelona's team is just getting older and older. They're not bringing in anyone else new to help them. They've got aging players. Messi's still great, but... he's going to get older soon. Suarez couldn't score. He's in like a kind of... He doesn't score as much as he did before. They hadn't got Dembele in. Obviously not Coutinho. They had a lot of old players and they looked a bit crap. And it looked like Real Madrid would like walk away with the league again. But that's not happened at all. It's been completely different.
Yeah, but with Coutinho now... They've got it's really a revitalised squad, isn't it?
Yeah, to be honest though, it's like Dembele hasn't even made a difference. He played for 3 games, then he like pulled his hamstring or something. He was out for 3 months, and now he's out for another like month or two, like 2 games after coming back. And he's a good. I think he's a good player as well. He's quite
young.
I got him at 22. I've got him 90 rated on my FIFA 17 career mode. So, that's peak or whatever, but
I can't. Hang on, Coutinho. Where's Coutinho? I can't see Coutinho in the Barcelona from last Saturday.
Oh, Coutinho's injured. That's why.
Oh,
he got injured, so he'll probably be.
He'll be back soon, though.
Yeah, he'll be back very soon. He'll be back by the end of the month.
That was really weird because. I just went to check the team sheet to see whether Coutinho had actually scored or not.
Yeah, no, he hasn't.
He just didn't score.
He hasn't been on
he wasn't even on the bench. That was so weird.
Yeah. Alright, speaking about some other Premier League news. What about Tottenham drawing 1-1 to Southampton?
That was just that. I have no words for that game. We played awful.
Yeah, and then they were like, Pochettino was like, We have to be honest. That's not how he sounds at all.
That's Arsene Wenger.
Yes.
You can only ever do your Arsene Wenger impression.
We have to be honest. A bit honest.
4-4-2 does it the best. Just
yeah,
saying.
exactly. But yeah, he was saying, because of the pitch could have made a difference. But to be honest, Southampton probably should have deserved to win. Like, both teams had loads of chances as well.
But their goal was really lucky.
Oh, goal of the season, mate! It was a brilliant. That's got to be goal of the month, even though it's an own goal. Like the way he just hit the bar and it just smacked in.
Yeah, he hit the bar when it was on the floor. Makes sense.
Yeah, the post or whatever. Sorry. Yeah, it must have been. That was a pretty sick goal, to be honest. And then, what's it as well? Then Kane's goal. Kane is just. He must be one of the best strikers in the world.
Kane is obviously one of the best strikers.
He can do anything. If he keeps on to like a long contract, then he'll be worth more than Neymar. He can do everything. He can shoot. He can pass. He dribbles well. He's pacey. He can head the ball as well. He is a proper like all round player as well. I'm kind of a bit jealous that you have him and he was at our academy at one point.
You let him go as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then Wenger would be like, we almost signed Harry Kane because he was in our academy.
You let him go.
He was a bit too young. Yeah, exactly. But he was a bit too young, so we did not keep him in the squad. Oh, but anyway, Southampton missed like an open goal basically. Like that was a really good cross, and he just like headed it outwards. I think in the first half, but otherwise, yeah, it was really intense. I think.
Yeah, I watched the entire match just because I watch my team's matches unless I can't physically watch them.
I watched it because I was bored, and just got to watch some football when you're bored.
I actually can't find anything on his current contract, like how many years he's got left on his contract.
What, who, Kane?
Yeah, I can't find anything. I'm looking everywhere.
Yeah, Daniel Levy's secrets.
It should at least be on Wikipedia.
Alright, we'll go on to another game now. Liverpool versus Swansea.
I can't believe that match. That has to be one of the best results. Considering that, no, I just love how they were getting so cocky after beating Man City.
Yeah,
and then
like,
they just...
we haven't lost for 18 games. We're going invincible for the rest of the season.
And then they just lose against Swansea.
Yeah, exactly. Robin Hood's back. Jurgen Klopp as Robin Hood. It's like how can you go from that beating the team that hasn't been beaten domestically for like ages since April, since we beat them in the FA Cup, they hadn't been beaten, and then they beat them, and then the next week when they go away with their new £75 million signing, playing in defence, they end up losing 1-0 to Swansea, bottom of the table. If Swansea hadn't won yesterday, it would have been 6 points behind the relegation zone, I think.
I know, but now how are they clear? Nearly.
Yeah, they're 3. They're 3 points behind. I think Stoke are 17th.
Yeah, it's very boring right now. Bristol City have a thrown really close to quite close to the edge of the Man City box, but other than that, it's still 0-0.
You know what?
As I say that, Bristol City just had a header on goal. Bravo managed to save it though.
Wow, Bravo actually saved something.
I know, with his hands as well.
Oh,
not even with his feet.
Wow. This is,
Looked like he had a bit of trouble with it though. It was quite high up, looping down.
Do you know what, though? Bristol City need Man City to get like a red card or something. Because then I reckon you could open Man City's defence. Man City's defence is still not good. They spent how much on it, and they're still not great.
50 million on Kyle Walker. I mean, I'm not complaining, but still, that much on Kyle Walker.
Edison's been alright this season, but Mendy's got injured till like April or something. And yeah, they've got Otamendi's overrated, I think.
Definitely.
You know, they've still got to improve their defence. And the thing is with Guardiola, what he does is when he sees something and when he sees that, all right, we need to replace a player because, you know, they might not be good enough or they're injury prone. He's just like, all right, we need to go and replace them.
He just
goes out and say, yeah, we need to. He basically came out and said we need to go out and replace Company because he's always getting injured.
All right, yeah, yeah. How much would that be? Just put it on the, just put it. I have no idea. Just put it somewhere. Put it on my tab.
Okay.
I'm spending about 50 mil. I'm spending about 500 mil. So.
Lol.
And you know, I'm not even spending a quarter of the budget I could spend. You know.
Yeah, great banter. Right, let me scroll through a couple of other. I thought that was the last game. I looked at accidentally went on Man City 2-1 Bristol City, and I was like, oh, Man City just scored, but no, it's 0-0 still.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let me just quickly look at some of the other results from the Premier League weekend. Yeah, more results. Okay, so Marco Silva got sacked. How do you feel about that?
I mean, I didn't do it. Watford aren't doing amazingly.
No. Apparently they haven't won in their last 11, and they're blaming it on like I don't know how to say it.
Can you English?
I don't think I can speak English, to be honest.
Are you good in Spanish? That's probably why you're good in Spanish then?
Oh lol.
I've got so many
unfavourable. It's called an unfavourable request for his services or something, and they said that took Watford off focus.
Wow, 6 corners to Man City, 0 to Bristol City.
Wait, six corners for Man City?
Yeah, 6.
Wow. Oh, also, okay. Also, Chelsea won 4-0 as well.
Yeah.
Hazard scored twice. Willian got a goal and Moses as well. This is the thing though, that us and this microphone is just falling down. Don't worry, I'll cut that part out.
We're striving for professionalism here. Come on.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's kind of a bit interesting though, because we're going to this Carabao Cup game tomorrow. By the way, please check out the Matchday vlog on that dude with the sunglasses tomorrow.
Nice plug.
Yeah, exactly. But we're going into that, and both teams have scored 4 goals over the weekend. And later on, I think we should talk about that game a bit later on. But so both teams have scored 4 goals. So both teams are in good goal scoring fashion. But yeah, we can talk more about that later and all of that. There's not really too much else to talk about that's really happened in the weekend. Apart from Roy Hodgson's side defended absolutely abysmally.
For 22 minutes.
Yeah. And also, last thing I just want to say is that I think I'm not sure if I said it to you yesterday or I don't know, but Newcastle against Man City completely bottled it. Like, Liverpool literally just showed that they
you just need a strong attack to.
Yeah, you literally just need to attack them and do what Bristol City did as well, and you can actually get at their crap defence. But it's like they just defended and they completely bottled it. They went there not to lose again. I hope at home Wenger's gonna just attack and just press like we did against your lot.
Yeah, just wait till next month. Who'll be laughing then?
No. We'll be laughing. We'll be laughing because you would have lost 5-0 at our second home, Wembley.
We're not losing 5-0 against you lot.
No, but you did lose. Wait, no. Who did you lose like 5-0 to? No, you didn't lose 5-0.
Yeah. No, but Liverpool lost 4-1 to us at Wembley, so.
Yeah, didn't you lose 4-0 to like someone else? Not
no.
4-0. I don't know, some scoreline.
We lost 4-2 against Chelsea in the FA Cup.
Yep, and you lost 2-1 to Chelsea at the start of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah, at Wembley. I remember that day. Yeah,
I remember that day as well because it's the first Premier League match I went to.
that sounds sick, to be honest. It is the first Premier League match I've ever been to.
And it only happened this year. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, literally proper classic.
I mean, I'm in the record books. I was part of the crowd that went to the first ever Premier League match at Wembley. Goal! Man City lead 1-0.
Oh, that's over for Bristol City now.
Sane with the goal.
Oh, Sane. Oh, wow.
I mean, it took a deflection, so
I think that's probably. To be honest, Man City with that team should be beating Bristol City. To be honest.
43 minutes into the game as well.
Yeah.
To be honest, it looked like they had a shout for a penalty as well, even if they didn't get the goal.
Yeah. Bristol City are out of it now, really. Man City have got the away goal. They're 2 goals behind now, so.
Oh my god, that has to go down as an own goal. That was never going in. Bristol City. No, honestly, if you saw the deflection that it took.
I've got to look at it later, to be honest. I have to look at like highlights or something.
That took a massive deflection, honestly. But yeah, look, 1-0 Man City. Looks like Bristol City are winning that then.
Nope.
You can just see the disappointment in the players' eyes that reflected it in.
They'll just want to like get a draw out of it. If they lose like 3-2 or something in the end, they'll probably be all right if they get like a 1-1 draw at home.
Considering they managed to score at the Etihad, I mean,
yeah. But to be fair, they didn't play as good as Man City in that game.
Yeah, but
they still had good enough players. They still had De Bruyne and all.
Yeah.
Yeah. They should have been good enough, but they were in the end. They won 2-1, unfortunately. So that basically means if we get through, then we'll be playing Man City at Wembley.
I reckon it's going to be a Man City Arsenal final, but Man City are going to take it. I just have the feeling Man City are going to take it.
I wouldn't be that disappointed if Man City won it, because I kind of expect it to a certain extent.
But only if it was like 1 or 2-0, you would hate it.
Yeah, if it was 4 or 5, then I'd just say, all right, well that's just crap.
Are you going to go?
That is horrible. But okay, now let's get on to the next part. So we've spent 23 minutes and 30 seconds briefly not discussing football. So now let's go over.
No. We need to get your opinions on. We need to get the opinions on next week's matches as well, because they happen.
All right, we'll do that after we've talked about the transfers, and then we'll talk about the previews and also tomorrow and all of that stuff. All right, so transfers. Alexis Sanchez has gone to Man United, and Mkhytarian has come to Arsenal as part of a swap deal.
Yeah. So your thoughts? Who do you think got the better side of that deal?
Probably Man United, because if Mkhytarian was like younger, like 26 or something, then you could say, all right, he's still got at least a couple of really good years ahead of him. Mkhytarian's just turned 29 though. Sanchez is 29 as well though. So
I didn't realise Mkhytarian was that old. I thought it was like 27.
No, he's 29. He's just turned 29. He turned 29 on Sunday, I think.
Oh.
You know what though? I think it's a bit. With Sanchez going, it's just all about the money. It's nothing else.
He signed yesterday, didn't he?
Yeah, yesterday.
Oh, so I guess he didn't want his birthday to be ruined by going to Arsenal.
No, it's not going to get ruined by going to Arsenal. He said in 2009 that he wanted to play for Arsenal someday. So.
Yeah, but in both of Sanchez's interviews, he said that he's always dreamed of being an Arsenal player, and then when he went to Man United, he said he's always dreamed of being a Man United player. So
yeah, to be honest, he is a liar. Things with Sanchez, it annoys me because it's all about the money. He was gonna go to Man City, but it was basically just because Man City didn't want to pay that much. But
no, it's because Man City didn't want to pay that much when he was free in the summer.
I've got to kind of give credit to the board though, because Sanchez could have easily gone to Man City for free, and we would have got absolutely nothing out of it. But instead, we've got a decent player. He's not the best goal scorer, and he's no Alexis Sanchez. I'll say that straight away with Mkhytarian.
Half-time, Bristol City, Man City leading 1-0 for a Sane goal in the 44th minute.
Okay.
Just thought I'd give you a little bit of a half-time update, just like a real-life commentator.
Yeah, exactly. But
even though it can be farther from the truth.
But with kind of, it's good because Mkhytarian, when he doesn't play a crap style of football, hopefully he can actually make some chances for us. That'd actually be decent, you know. But we'll have to see. To be honest.
Oh, you need to see this thing I just saw on Twitter.
Right, let's see.
I just DM'd it to you.
Okay. Oh yeah, it's come up. It's come up now. Josh Team 100 shared a tweet with you. Let's see it. To be used at future Labour events. Jeremy shithole.
Do you get it? Do you get the meme?
Yeah. Also, what about in the comments? Nazi, racist, poor victim, black and.
I didn't look at the comments. I just saw the tweet and sent it straight to you.
Funny, to be honest. All right, let's get back on track.
Who cares?
Yeah, Labour. Who cares? No one cares.
I mean, we should be saving this for the second.
Yeah, we'll save this for the Disconnected Future podcast.
Link in the description.
Yeah, when it actually comes out.
When it comes out.
Yeah, so I'll kind of keep it a bit brief now for Sanchez. You know, it was kind of a bit sad, or not sad. It was angry. It made me angry when I saw him when they did that. Did you see the piano video where he got?
No, I didn't.
No, where like they announced him and then he had him playing a piano to the Man United song. Oh god.
No, I haven't.
That's horrible to see, to be honest. But that's what football players are like. You're completely right. Football is just about money nowadays. It's not anything else.
If it wasn't for money, a lot of the players would stay at the teams that they were at.
Yeah, exactly. Like
it's not about the love of the game anymore. It's just about who gives the biggest paycheck.
No, exactly. Even just like 10, 20 years ago, it's changed so much. You got people like what's his name? You got Tony Adams and Thierry Henry and Dennis Bergkamp. People at Arsenal. There were lots of Arsenal players who stayed a while. Were there any Spurs players that stayed a while?
I'm just checking the previous squads. I don't know. Teddy Sheringham stayed for a while.
Oh yeah, and then he moved to Man United.
Yeah.
You know, he moved to Man United. No one stays at Tottenham for a while because Tottenham don't win trophies. I'm not sure how much of a surprise that is, but you know. Well done, Tottenham, on the putting on the pressure trophy. By the way, I haven't announced that on YouTube yet, so well done from last season. The only pressure you're putting on now is pressure on top 4. Boom, dabs. What is that? That sounds like
actually challenging for the top 4.
that sounded like you were like blowing like a tornado into your microphone or something.
I've got a blocked nose, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so, and Mkhytarian as well, yeah, I said all the Mkhytarian stuff. Alright, Aaron Lennon, this is the only other transfer I know about. Aaron Lennon is going to Burnley. Yeah, maybe Burnley will actually be able to score again. Do you know Burnley haven't won their last 5 games or something now? And they were doing so well before.
Oh yeah, because they lost 3-0 against Tottenham. With a Kane hat-trick.
Yeah. Although they did... Wait, was that Harry Kane's hat-trick that day?
Yeah.
Really?
Mhm.
What about when they stopped
officials are out.
What about
we need to know about the officials.
What about when they drew right at the end?
Yeah, I know.
Wembley.
I was like, that ruined my entire day. I was at insomnia for that week. I was at insomnia that weekend.
When there's a late equaliser, the people who actually equalised, it feels like a win for them, and it feels like a loss for the people who've let in the late last-minute goal.
No, hey, guess what?
Yeah.
Do you know who the Southampton-Brighton referee is?
Who?
Mike Dean.
Mike Dean.
Good old Mikey Dean.
Mike Dean.
Hey, you'll be good to know I don't know any of the referees for the Swansea Arsenal game. Lee Manson, Harry Leonard and Stuart Burt.
Okay.
And Roger East.
Roger East. Who's the one doing who's the actual referee again?
Lee Mason.
Oh, he's not that bad.
Okay, do you think we should do the previews now?
Yes, I would agree. Alright, first we'll do a preview on tomorrow's game, and then we'll do FA Cup weekend, and then we'll probably do the midweek fixtures
Oh yeah, I
for
forgot it
next
was the FA Cup
weekend.
over this weekend.
Yes,
Oh yeah,
FA Cup weekend.
yeah. You're not gonna. You can just watch whatever the hell you want because you've not got any
Yeah,
matches to
exactly.
actually
That annoys
worry
me because
about.
I hate, even though it's only going to be a 6-day difference from our game tomorrow and the Swansea game, it's going to feel like an international break because we're not playing at the weekend. I think it's racist. Thanks, Arsenal. Thanks for that. Thanks, Wenger, for putting out a crap team.
Alright, yeah. So what do you think the score is going to be tomorrow in the second leg?
That is an interesting question. 2-1, Arsenal.
Because it ended 0-0. It's really open.
I reckon Chelsea will score, but we're at home. We are an absolute fortress at home. We've lost once. It was crap defensive errors, and otherwise we've drawn like 2 or 3, and otherwise we've won every single other game. So
No, I think it might go to penalties.
I think it could as well, actually, to be honest, because most of the time it's actually been 0-0, hasn't it? So it was, yeah, it's been draws as well. I forgot the last game where the last game we won was the FA Cup final, and we've played Chelsea 4 times since then.
No, you're gonna go up. You're gonna go up. You're gonna go up by 1-0, and then you're gonna go up again by 2.
Yeah.
And then it's just gonna be 2 fish dives from Hazard that are gonna get the 2 penalties to make them draw. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't. If it went to penalties, though, I'm not sure if I could live with it because Chelsea are quite good at penalties, but we're very good at penalties as well. We've won our last 8 out of 9 penalty shootouts, so you know it's pretty decent. We've got some good penalty takers. Got Nacho Monreal, born defender, penalty taker. You know, if that's even a word. But banter. Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you for a second. Couldn't hear you.
No, I'm not. I'm just looking at loads of different things. All right. So okay. Yep. More FA Cup matches. I have no idea what any of those are apart from the Tottenham one, which is Tottenham Newport County. We should be able to easily brush over them.
Yeah, I agree. You'll probably end up smashing them in the end.
No, it really depends on what team we put out though, because we've got United. I think it's like 3 days after.
Yeah, you'll probably put out a weakened team.
If we start Sissoko against Man United, I'm gonna give up on life.
So how could you pay 30 to 40 million on someone who's just been relegated? Same thing with Wijnaldum. How could you do that?
I'm questioning on why he's played 90 minutes against Southampton.
Yeah, to be honest. You know, Son. He always gets like subbed off all the time.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I don't know why.
It's because he's the only pacey player on our squad.
Yeah, so
he's using all of his energy running down the wings.
Yeah, he's good. He's actually been pretty decent this season, Son. To be honest, I thought he was. Yeah, he's scored a lot, hasn't he? He scored as nearly as much.
He scored
as
5. He was the first Tottenham player to score 5 in 5 in ages.
Oh, okay, in ages. I thought you were going to say ever. That wouldn't have been a very high standard to set, would it?
He beat Harry Kane to that.
Alright, so let's go. Okay, so you've got Newport. Then on Friday, Yeovil have Man United at home. Of course, you know, Man United getting the easy draws as usual.
Yeah.
Which always happens. They got the lowest ranked team, and they also got the lowest ranked team still in the EFL Cup in the quarterfinals, and they still lost. So, you know, could we be seeing a repeat on the cards?
Hopefully.
Hopefully. I hate Man United. They piss off, dickheads. But anyway, so yeah. Liverpool also playing West Brom, so West Brom are probably going to, you know, Liverpool will probably blow them away, and then they'll probably lose to whoever they're playing next Tuesday, Huddersfield. They'll probably lose to Huddersfield or whatever away, and they'll probably lose like 1-0. You know, Robin Hood taking from the rich and giving to the poor. Jurgen Klopp.
No, other fixtures.
Southampton play Watford. That's the only one that's
Yeah.
actually that big, really, because that's the only one where Premier League sides playing each other.
No, and Chelsea, Newcastle. Get it
Oh
right.
yeah, that as well. Yeah,
Come on.
Oh, and Liverpool, West Brom.
Yeah, and Liverpool, West
I
Brom.
didn't even realise any of those.
You're honest. Are you even like, looking at the fixtures?
I am. I'm telling you, I'm looking at the fixtures.
I'm looking at the Evening Standard fixture
I'm
list
looking at the
because that's the
fixtures:
first one I
Sheffield
found.
Wednesday, Reading, Yeovil, Man United, Peterborough, Leicester, Huddersfield, Birmingham, Hull, Nottingham Forest, Middlesbrough, Brighton, Millwall, Rochdale, MK Dons, Coventry, Notts County, Swansea. You know, I'm looking at the mad.
We should do the FA People's Cup.
Yeah. Let's do the FA People's Cup. You can be any age or you can be like Hispanic or something, and you can still join no matter what. You can be a Mexican drug dealer and still take part. You know, because of our great immigration policies, but that is for the disconnected future.
That's for I have no idea when we're even going to do that at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
I'm not sure. Could we do it at like the weekend or something? I don't know.
Yeah, probably the weekend.
Yeah.
I'm free over the week. I'm free on Sunday, not Saturday. We're going out on Saturday.
Oh,
I'm free on Sunday.
Okay. I've got nothing over the weekend.
Yeah, because you've not got FA Cup fixtures to watch.
Lol.
Okay, no, just bear in mind to cut this just cut like this part out about when we're organising.
You know, banter. Alright, so you got FA Cup. I reckon. What's it afterwards? It's gonna be like round 5. Yeah.
Yeah, the fifth round. Is that
round
quarters
16.
or is that Yeah, that's round 16, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm disappointed we're out of the FA Cup as well, because the FA Cup is like the chance to get to get games in hand, which we might need when we come into top 4. So, you know, to be out in third round, that means we're basically not going to get any games in hand, and I like having games in hand. You know, I like having games in hand. I like Tuesday games. You know, like I remember we played Sunderland last year on the Tuesday or something. And we didn't score until the 79th minute against them. And that was when they were already relegated.
Who?
Sunderland. But Jordan Pickford was really good. That was another Wenger like idiocy, you know. Not signing Jordan Pickford and giving him to Everton. Literally, though, Wenger said at the time, we have Petr Cech, David Ospina, Wojciech Szczesny and Emiliano Martinez. Although since then he's sold Szczesny, Martinez is on loan, and Ospina and Cech are crap. So.
Wait, did you see Chelsea put out another youngster on loan? I don't know.
Oh yeah, is it Kennedy?
I don't know. I just know it's a youngster. Said a young Chelsea player. Looks like he's never coming back.
To be fair though, Man City are the ones that are really crap with their youth development. I think that's the only thing with Guardiola. He's not really. I know he's more results, but he hasn't really done anything with youth players. 7 minutes that was of academy players. All those other players have been bought. Just shows the soldy money, the oil money, and all of that.
Oops.
I'd love to have oil money, to be honest.
What, just having millions of pounds from oil?
Yeah. Then I can buy Arsenal and we can win the Champions League.
What? How old?
In
Very young.
20 years time, when I'm a real estate property developer, and I've got
You're
millions
a
of
property
pounds.
owner.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so let's go to Premier League fixtures.
Yeah, then we'll probably call it quits, because this is only a pilot episode, so
yeah,
we'll make sure to be maybe a bit more entertaining next time.
Next time.
Yeah, next time, definitely.
Okay, so Swansea City versus Arsenal. What do you reckon the score's going to be for that one?
Well, seeing as Liverpool always bottle it against the small teams, but, you know, they started to not, so, but this time they have, so I'm not really sure. I reckon we'll beat them. We beat them 4-0 last year, but I reckon they'll be more, like, parking the bus, so I'd say maybe 3-2, maybe. That's really what I predicted because we're terrible away. We are
No, I reckon
abysmal away.
it could be. I reckon Arsenal might scrape because you obviously know Swansea are going to park the
Bus, yeah, exactly.
Do United.
Yeah, Man United would do that as well. All right.
Speaking of that, that's probably the biggest match of this weekend,
Yeah.
isn't it?
We'll get to that in a minute. We'll go through all the games systematically of how they appear on the Premier League app. West Ham, Crystal Palace.
Yeah, I've got the BT Sport one open,
Okay.
so.
All right, West Ham, Crystal Palace. What do you think of that?
Yeah.
I reckon that'll be a 2-2.
No, 0-0 draw. 0-0
Now, as
draw.
you say it, actually, I agree with you. To be honest, they both park the bus all the time. Well, Crystal Palace don't do that as much, but you know, that just seems like one of those games that will be like 0-0. You know, it was 2-2 last time though, so.
Was it?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was. So I'll have to look again. Huddersfield, Liverpool. By the way, Huddersfield are at home and Liverpool.
Yeah, I know. I've got the BBC fixture list, so.
Yeah, I reckon that's gonna be a solid 1-0 to Huddersfield, even though they've been crap recently.
Liverpool 1-1.
Yeah, probably Salah to equalise in the last minute. You know.
Yeah.
Alright, and then Wednesday, Chelsea, Bournemouth. I reckon that'll be 2-1 to Chelsea.
Nah, 2-0 Chelsea. They've been looking stronger.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Recently.
To be fair,
Bournemouth haven't been amazing.
No, apart from beating us. So yeah, but Brighton played completely wrong against Chelsea. Like, what's the point of going free at the back against them? It's so stupid. Everton, Leicester. Everton are terrible at the moment. What was it? 7 games Allardyce had without getting beaten, and yeah, they're really not doing well.
But I think Everton might be able to win that.
Yeah, to be fair, they are at home.
My gut feeling just says Everton.
Yeah, I could kind of see that. Yeah, they are at home, to be fair, but Leicester have been brilliant recently as well. They've got, since like Claude Puel came in, they were at relegation zone in like September or October, and look where they are now. They're still 8 points behind. There's still way too big of a gap between the top 6 and everywhere else. It's so close at the bottom of the table as well. Leicester are 7th. They're 7th, and to be fair, they are 14 points ahead. But that like last 10, it's so close. Newcastle, Burnley. Burnley.
I'm gonna go with a Burnley win for that one.
I'll say about 1-0 though. They don't really score a lot of goals, Burnley, and Burnley haven't won for a while. But I reckon they'll probably get back to winning ways.
Oh yeah, Leicester. They're like, what? How many wins is that?
Yeah, they have got the same amount of points as Burnley, but on goal difference.
Yeah, because -2 goals. But bear in mind, for Burnley, 3 losses in a row.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's
Crystal Palace as well. Yeah, that's
what is it? Who's it against?
They lost against Crystal Palace. To be fair, Man United,
Newcastle,
got one opportunity, and you know. Yeah, Newcastle haven't been good recently. Southampton, Brighton, South Coast Derby.
Is your mic turned off? You're not speaking.
Am I not? Can you not hear me? It says.
I can hear you.
Oh, okay, because it does say on the podcast that I'm speaking, but maybe it's the way I'm holding my mic.
Yeah, because I can hear you from Discord. So.
Okay, I'll try and hold my mic a little bit differently.
So who have you got?
Right. Man City, West Brom.
Wait. Newcastle have Burnley.
Southampton, Brighton. Sorry, I'll cut this bit out.
Oh, it's 2. Yep.
2-0.
Yeah, 4-1 on aggregate.
Who scored?
I think it might have been Aguero. I wasn't paying attention.
Okay.
I just heard that crowd roar out of the just about.
Yeah.
Luckily, I put it on 5 volume and not lower.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was Aguero who scored.
Okay. Well, that basically either us or Chelsea are playing them.
Yep.
Alright, so anyway, Southampton, Brighton. I'll say that's a 1-1 draw, to be honest. Brighton haven't been good recently, but neither have Southampton.
Oh
but
my
they
god.
They did put in a good performance against you lot, so.
Mm. That was a lovely ball from De Bruyne and a lovely finish as well.
De Bruyne is world class. So is Aguero.
No, to finish from that angle as well, into that far into the corner. Anywhere else, the keeper was getting that, or it was going wide.
Yeah, they're absolutely world class. Man City, they're brilliant. To be fair. Okay.
So
Right.
yeah, Southampton, Brighton. I reckon Southampton, riding off the momentum from the Tottenham game, they could win that. Just get a 1-0 or something.
Yeah, I think that would be an okay result for them.
Because Brighton's last 5 games, it's been just losses and draws.
Yeah, that is true. Brighton were doing well before.
But they've had 2 losses, 3 draws, and then Brighton have had 3 losses and 2 draws in the last 5.
Brighton were unbeaten for 5 games until they were undeservedly beaten by Man U, and I'm not sure if I think they've won once since then.
What have you seen the goal difference for City? 70 goals for and 18 against.
Yes, to be fair though, Man City have conceded a lot of sloppy goals, but it doesn't matter, does it? If you're scoring goals and smashing teams,
what do you mean? What do you mean Manchester City have conceded a lot? They've conceded 18.
Yeah, but they've conceded like these extra 1 goals on the end, so they've not kept a lot of clean sheets. It doesn't matter though, really. If you're smashing teams away,
goals.
Exactly. Man City West Brom then. What do you reckon that'll be? I reckon that'll be 4-0.
Yeah, easily 4 or 5.
At least 4. Stoke Watford. Watford have got a new manager, by the way, and so Stoke. So,
what, have they already appointed one?
Yeah, Watford appointed one on the same day they sacked Silva.
So they must have been planning that for a while then.
Yeah, probably. Apparently they have lots of people they just keep on standby or whatever in case something happens.
I mean, the players are going to be out to impress for their new manager. Yeah. And Stoke, where's Stoke? Where are Stoke is 17th.
They're 17th.
They're 1 point away from the relegation, and they've got -25 goal difference.
I'd say that I reckon that's going to be 1-0 Stoke.
Win. No, I'm going with a Watford win 1-0.
Oh, okay. It's alright.
Now on to arguably the biggest fixture of the weekend.
The midweek fixtures.
The final of this Premier League week, I guess.
Yep. Okay. So Spurs Man United.
Yeah.
Predicted score. You go first. You go first.
I reckon it's gonna be a 1-1 draw with Kane getting a goal.
1-1. I reckon.
Kane his 100th.
I reckon it's going to be a 3-2 Tottenham win.
Who do you think's gonna score for Tottenham then?
I reckon it'll be Kane twice and Son Heung-min. I reckon Sanchez will score and Martial. Because Lukaku doesn't score in big games.
Yeah, Lukaku never scores in big games.
Shit, he's just a tapping artist.
No, but United are probably going to park the bus, you know.
Yeah, so it probably won't be that, but that'd be an entertaining game. But I reckon if someone does win it, it will be Spurs. Spurs are better than Man United, really. Man United are overrated.
No, that's the reason I said 1-1, because they're going to go out and park the bus. If we can get that first goal, then...
Alright, I won't say 3-2, I'll probably say 2-1 Spurs. If it's a draw, I reckon it'll be either 0-0 or 1-0, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I hope it's a 1-0 Tottenham win with Kane getting the goal.
That'd be alright for you, I suppose.
Mainly because I'm going to the match as well, and I want to see Kane get a century.
He's literally just...
in the Premier League, he's on 99 goals.
De Gea's just saved them so much, Man United.
Without De Gea, where would they be right now?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Alright, so that is, I believe, the last game of the weekend. And after 50 minutes, we've already been recording for 50 minutes, I think that's time for us to end the podcast.
That would be, and that would take us to the very end of January as well.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we might see if we can do a transfer special or something on the transfer deadline day.
Wait, oh yeah, that's
next Wednesday, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I won't be able to do that because straight after school I'm going straight to
Oh, okay. That's alright. We can do it the day after. I don't know.
Yeah, just summarising all the transfers.
Yeah, do that. Yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool.
City have started to starting to show gaps in their defence now.
Man City or Bristol?
No, Bristol.
Yeah, they're probably tired.
They just want the match to be over. It's only 54 minutes in.
Yeah,
they're already 2-0 down.
Exactly.
At home as well.
But okay, so guys, if you have made it this far, I hope you enjoyed the podcast. This is a pilot. We haven't really done a podcast before. Maybe Josh will speak a bit more next time.
To be honest, it's like the first time we've ever done.
Yeah, it's the first time we've done a podcast. Please give us some suggestions, maybe of things we could talk about. Maybe special sections. I don't know, like awards or something for crap players and best players or whatever.
Best player.
Yeah.
Worst player.
Worst team. Well, that'll be Spurs every week.
Nah. You're getting it wrong. It's obviously going to be Arsenal every week.
Oh, no. We don't win silverware, lol. But neither do you. Actually, we win silverware, you don't. So you probably won't be the worst team.
No, I think we should do a worst manager award. Then again,
every week we should do a worst manager, worst player.
Then again, we don't really need an award for that because it's always going to be Arsene Wenger.
Yeah, I that's probably the only thing I wouldn't disagree with you on. So any constructive feedback will be very much appreciated, so we can make the Kickabout podcast a lot better. Make Kickabout great again. I don't know. I'm not very good at speaking. Right. So thanks for watching, guys. This. Oh, by the way, just saying, Josh, that this will be. Are we gonna make a channel for the podcast, or you know?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put, even if we do make a channel, I'm gonna put this first one on the main channel anyway.
Yeah.
So anyway, just some insider knowledge for you guys. Thanks so much for watching, and peace.